Welcome back to the Frequency and Flow Podcast, where we talk about mindset, alignment, healing, growth, and becoming the version of yourself you were always meant to be. I'm your host, Kimberley Hamilton, and today I want to talk about something that might make you a little uncomfortable because sometimes growth isn't about adding something new to your life. Sometimes growth is recognizing all the ways you've been abandoning yourself just to keep everybody else comfortable. Let me say that again. You cannot keep abandoning yourself and call it love. You cannot keep betraying your boundaries and call it loyalty. You cannot keep saying yes when everything inside of you is screaming no and call it kindness. And you cannot keep making yourself smaller so other people don't have to confront the fact that you're growing. At some point, you have to choose you. And sometimes choosing yourself will disappoint people. Let them be disappointed because the alternative is continuing to disappoint yourself. Before we dive deeper, I want to make sure you have something that will truly support your journey. I created the Shift to Rise Starter Kit just for you. It's completely free and it's packed with affirmations, journal prompts, a 7-day check-in, and a quick visualization practice to help you align and rise into your highest frequency. This is the very first step to creating the transformation you've been craving, and I don't want you to miss it. All you have to do is head on over to my Stan store. That's stan.store/Kimberley Hamilton 08 and download your free kit today. So if you're ready to start shifting old patterns and stepping into the woman you're becoming, go grab your kit now. And that's stan.store/Kimberley Hamilton 08. Your free starter kit is waiting for you. Segment 1. The version of you who kept the peace. Some of us became experts at keeping the peace. We learned how to read the room. We learned how to anticipate what everybody needed. We learned how to fix problems before anyone even asked us. We became the dependable one, the strong one, the responsible one, the one everybody calls. And somewhere along the way, being needed started feeling like being loved. Whew, that's a word right there. Being needed is not the same thing as being loved. Sometimes people don't love your presence. They love your availability. They love your resources. They love your advice. They even love your willingness to drop everything. They love knowing that regardless of how little they pour into you, you're still going to show up and pour into them. But what happens when you stop? What happens when you say, I can't do that today? Or I don't have the capacity? Or even that doesn't work for me? Or just no. Suddenly, you're different. You've changed. You're selfish. You're acting funny. No. Maybe you finally realized that you deserve some of the energy you've been giving everybody else. Some people will call your boundaries disrespectful because they benefited from you having none. So sit with that. Because when you've spent years overgiving, your healthy boundaries can feel like rejection to people who were accustomed to unlimited access. But their discomfort does not automatically mean you've done something wrong. Segment 2. When you become your own safe place. There comes a point in your healing journey when you stop asking, who's going to show up for me? And you start asking, how am I going to show up for myself? That's a different question. Because I can spend my entire life keeping score. Who called? Who didn't? Who supported me? Who disappeared? Who reciprocated? And who didn't? Or I can decide, regardless of who shows up, Kimberly is going to show up for Kimberly. And I want you to put your own name in that sentence. Regardless of who shows up, I am going to show up for me. That's power. Not because you don't need community. We all need connection. We all deserve healthy relationships. But there is a difference between wanting connection and abandoning yourself to maintain connection. Segment 3. Stop negotiating your worth. I need somebody listening today to stop negotiating their worth. Stop saying, maybe if I do a little more, maybe if I'm more understanding, maybe if I give them another chance, maybe if I explain myself differently, maybe if I prove how loyal I am. No, you don't have to audition for spaces where you belong. You don't have to perform for love. You don't have to exhaust yourself proving you're worthy of reciprocity. The right relationships will not require you to disappear in order for them to survive. Let's take a moment to breathe and align. If you're on a path to healing, growth, or self-discovery, I've created the perfect trio to support you. Start with my ebook, Embarking on Your Personal or Spiritual Journey, a Comprehensive Guide, which is a sacred roadmap for anyone navigating a spiritual or personal awakening. Then dive deeper with my Making the Choice to Change, where I share real tools and mindset shifts that helps me rise from surviving to thriving. And to truly integrate your growth, don't miss the Awaken Her Journal, created by me, which is a guided experience designed to elevate your gratitude, self-care, emotional check-ins, and alignment. This is more than reading. It's soul work. Get your ebooks and journal now at stan.store/Kimberley Hamilton 08 and give yourself the gift of transformation. Segment 4. Your new standard may feel lonely at first. And here's the part people don't talk about enough. Choosing yourself can initially feel lonely because once you stop participating in relationships built around the old version of you, some relationships may change. Some conversations become shorter. Some invitations disappear. Some people stop calling. And initially you might wonder, did I make a mistake? No. Sometimes the quiet isn't punishment. Sometimes the quiet is space. Space for new relationships, new opportunities, new standards, new conversations, new versions of you. Stop filling every empty space just because silence makes you uncomfortable. Some spaces need to remain empty long enough for something aligned to enter. Now, let's take a moment for a frequency check. This is the Frequency and Flow Podcast, so you already know we're going to talk about energy. So I want you to ask yourself, What frequency am I operating from when I constantly abandon myself? Is it fear, guilt, scarcity, people pleasing, fear of rejection, fear of being alone, or fear of being misunderstood? Now ask yourself, what frequency would I operate from if I trusted that choosing myself would not cost me anything truly meant for me? Now that's different. That's abundance. That's trust. That's alignment. That's self respect. And that's freedom. Segment 5, the pause before the yes. Here's something practical I want you to start doing. Stop giving immediate yeses. When someone asks something of you, practice saying, "Let me check my schedule and get back to you." Or just, "Let me think about that." Give yourself space between the request and your response. Because sometimes our mouth says yes before our nervous system even gets an opportunity to tell us no. And then we're frustrated. We're resentful. We're exhausted. But we volunteered. So now we're angry at somebody else for something we never gave ourselves permission to decline. That's awareness. And awareness changes everything. Segment 6. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to become somebody your old relationships don't recognize. You are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to change your standards, to change what you tolerate, to change who gets access to you. You are allowed to change how available you are. You are allowed to decide that version of me doesn't live here anymore. Growth doesn't require permission. Looking for inspiration, transformation, and tools to help you elevate your life? Then I invite you to visit my website at www.kimberley-hamilton.com. Hi, I'm Kimberley Hamilton, nurse of 20 years, author, mindset coach, speaker, and host of the Frequency and Flow Podcast. My mission is simple: to help people shift their mindset, align with their purpose, and rise into the highest version of themselves. When you visit my website, you'll find printed editions of my books, including Making the Choice to Change, A Peek into My Journey, and Embarking on Your Personal and Spiritual Journey. These powerful reads are filled with lessons, reflections, and practical tools designed to support your personal growth journey. You'll also discover my exclusive Shift to Rise signature collection featuring signature branded mugs, inspirational notebooks, empowerment planners, and motivational magnets. Each item was created with intention to serve as a daily reminder that your transformation begins with the choices you make every day. Want to meet me in person? Visit the events section of the website to find upcoming speaking engagements, wellness events, workshops, and appearances. I'd love the opportunity to connect with you, hear your story, and support you on your journey. Whether you're looking for personal development resources, meaningful gifts, transformational coaching, or inspiration to help you move forward, everything you need is waiting for you in one place. Your next chapter starts with one decision. Your future is waiting for you to say yes. Your shift begins today. Visit www.kimberley-hamilton.com. Tap into your frequency and live in your flow. Your next level will require a version of you who is no longer willing to betray themselves just to belong. Read that again in your spirit. You prayed for growth. You asked for alignment. You said you wanted peace. You said you wanted purpose. You said you wanted abundance. But sometimes the answer to that prayer looks like a boundary. Sometimes it looks like an ending. Sometimes it just looks like a no. Sometimes it looks like walking away. And sometimes it looks like choosing yourself without explaining why. Here are your journal prompts for this week. Take some time with these when you're doing your self-reflection. Number 1, where in my life am I saying yes when I genuinely want to say no? Number 2, what relationships or situations require me to minimize myself to maintain peace? Number 3, what am I afraid will happen if I stop being everything to everybody? Number 4, where have I confused being needed with being valued? And number 5, what would choosing myself look like this week? Not someday, but this week. Don't rush through these. Write honestly, because transformation begins with awareness. Here are your powerful affirmations. I want you to say these daily and affirm them over yourself. Number 1, I am allowed to choose myself without guilt. Number 2, my boundaries protect the life I am creating. Number 3, I no longer abandon myself to earn love, acceptance, or belonging. Number 4, I trust that what is aligned with me will honor the person I am becoming. And number 5, I give myself the same love, grace, energy, and support that I so freely give to others. And here's one more. I do not have to become less of myself to make anyone else more comfortable. So before we close, I want you to remember this. You can be loving and have boundaries. You can be compassionate and still say no. You can forgive someone and still decide they no longer have the same access to you. You can love people and choose yourself. Those things can coexist. And if somebody requires you to constantly abandon yourself in order to maintain your relationship with them, that relationship deserves examination. Because the version of you you're becoming cannot keep paying for relationships with pieces of themselves. Stop abandoning yourself. Come home to you. Protect your peace. Honor your energy. Raise your standard. And trust that every time you choose alignment over approval, you are teaching yourself, I can trust me. And that is a different kind of freedom. If this episode spoke to you, don't just listen and move on. Send it to somebody who needs to hear it. Share it, post it, start the conversation. And if you're listening on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me in the comments, what's one way you're choosing yourself differently in this season? And if you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, follow the show so you never miss an episode. New episodes of Frequency and Flow drop every week. Remember, You don't have to chase alignment. You become aligned by choosing yourself one decision at a time. Until next time, tap into your frequency and live in your flow. I'll see you in the next episode. If today's episode is resonating with you and you're feeling that pull to go deeper on your journey, I've got something just for you. Head on over to my Stan store at stan.store/Kimberley Hamilton 08, where you'll find transformational tools to support the very topics that we're talking about today. From my empowering ebooks to guided journals like Awaken Her, everything is designed to help you shift, rise, and realign with your highest self. Don't just listen, take inspired action. Visit stan.store/Kimberley Hamilton 08 and start your next level today.
So tap into your frequency, live in your flow. Frequency and flow.